introduction. Name, last name, your age, and where are you from?
Hello, my name is Daniel, also known as BLUERZOR. I'm from Hungary and I'm 24 years old.
Okay, so my name is Dawid MELONIK. I'm 21 years old and I come from Poland and I play top lane for Tenacity.
Hello, my name is Nikola Zrenski. I'm 26 years old and I come from Croatia.
My name is Franciszek Gryszkiewicz. I'm 18 and I come from Łódź, from Poland. Yeah.
Hello, my name is Robert. I'm 24 years old and I'm coming from Poland.
Hello, my name is NALKYA. I'm 22 years old. I'm from Turkey.
Hello, so I'm Clément Guimard, 28 years old and I'm coming from France.
In my American origin, I was playing COD with my friends, Call of Duty, and I was actually called BLUER, but for some reason I have been called like BLUERZOR, so I just added the Zor at the end and it became BLUERZOR for League.
I mean, I just basically stole from my brother. It means meatball.
Well, my nickname is NALKYA. To be honest, it doesn't really have any origin. At first it was IKEA, but people was making joke about IKEA, you know, the shop, so I had to change and, you know, then it went NALKYA. That's all.
My nickname MELONIK, it doesn't have really interesting origin. It's just I was looking for a nickname, and I saw that I was playing like some mobile game. I think it was Clash Royale, and there was some character named Bowler. So it was like big ogre that like tunnels a big rock. I mean, I didn't really like the character, but I just liked the name, so I stole the name Bowler. But my friends didn't like it, but then I just translated Bowler from English to Polish and it turns out to be MELONIK, so I'll just stick to MELONIK because it was more fun, and yeah.
My nickname HARPOON started because I was like 12 or 11 and my nickname was really dogshit before. So I went to Wikipedia with my brother and we started looking for ranged weapons because I started maining ADC and my brother was like, yo, maybe we'll get it somewhere higher in the future, and we went wiki. I checked, there was like Musketon and Harpoon, and I just chose Harpoon because it's easy to read in every language.
So my nickname is XANI. It actually comes from my real life nickname that I got since I was a child. Basically in Croatia, when your name is Nikola, our usual nickname is Niksa, and I switched that around Niksa to XANI, and basically that's where my name comes from.
So my brother was playing with his friends and I was looking behind him. I was standing and looking at him playing League of Legends, and I was like, oh, I really need to play this game, but I didn't have my own PC back then, so I was either playing on my dad's laptop with 20 FPS or like max 30, or whenever I would come faster from school because I was younger, I would just insta do homework and play solo queue until my brother wasn't there. No, I just had a deal that I cannot play if I don't do homework. And if I do homework, I can play for 7 hours, but I didn't need to go out.
I started playing League at season 4 and professionally I started playing at season 7, I guess, or 8? Sorry, I don't remember exactly. 2017.
Probably like season 3, and it's kind of end of it, so 11 years ago.
As a player, it was a long time ago. I think it was 12 years ago in season 2, but just, you know, as a random player, and I came back as a coach 4 years ago.
I started in season 2 when the Diana was getting released, and then I was just like semi-professionally. I think I just had like my first like random tournament at season 7. But professionally, like more professionally, I got to Ultra League, I think in like season 9. So yeah, basically it's more or like around 5 years right now.
So I started my League of Legends journey when I was actually, I think, 12 years old, playing first, you know, just solo queue with friends, things like this. And my professional journey, or like competitive journey, I started in season 6. I started playing as a jungler in some lower level teams, and then I started playing actually in the German league. Since then, I played basically until season, I think, 9. And then I started coaching, and since then, that's what I've been doing.
I would say my journey was in season 1. Like, I was super young. I don't even remember how old I was. Like, I would say like 13, 14. Or even younger, I would say, yeah. Like, I started season 1 and then I had the break because for some reason I stopped playing. I didn't enjoy as much. And then I came back from season 3. And basically I'm playing since season 3, yeah.
I mean, honestly, right now in League, there's not really some things that make me like or dislike League, because we're in a professional environment and we just have to work what is the best. The one thing I do like is actually the map changes that happened. I think that it brought a lot of it made the game more dynamic. So I like this, and I don't like the new the grubs. So basically that is it.
There is not many champions. I think like some champions are too OP, so you just spam money to play them. So not too much diversity. What I like, OP champions are fun and you win with them, so it's fun.
What do I like, what do I hate? Actually, it's really hard to say what do I like. Maybe that the lane is like more big on top lane right now, it's harder to gank, that's for sure like some plus. And minus, I mean the new objective, I think people are saying like, oh, it's new objective around top lane, it's more interesting, but actually the Herald that was previously at 8 minutes, it was really far more useful. And these grabs are just usually, when you can't take the Drake, then you take them, so they're like loser objective, I would say. So yeah, if they don't buff it, it's kinda weak. But yeah, and also, I mean at the start of the season there was a lot of cheaters right now, but I think now it's okay. So yeah, so far this season is like kinda okay for me. Like I don't complain too much because I'm a monk, and yeah, I'm just trying to live a better life every day and be optimistic. Yeah, so.
Okay, so basically what I hate about League right now is that the broken champions are pretty boring to play or to play against, and I feel like the people started playing game the same way, kinda. But what I like, do I even like this game? Do I like this game? Nina, tell me.
Yes.
Yeah, I really love this game. I don't know, I love everything about League of Legends.
So the current meta in the league, I would say I don't like it as much because it's not my favorite playstyle, because basically you have to play for your laners and the jungle is kind of a supportive role right now, and obviously I don't like this as much, but I have to do it, so I'm doing it for my team. But of course I would be more happy if I could like play some carries and just do some good moves on other champions.
So about the new season, I like the new map because so many new possibilities, and every like setups around objectives, Drakes, Nashor are different. So you have to actually learn and practice it. But something I hate or like more dislike is the grubs, because I think it should have been a cool objective to do, and I think it's kind of useless. So yeah, it's a bit underwhelming.
Jack show maybe, because AD carries are getting it and being so OP, I don't like that. And what item bringing back? Hextech something, you buy it on Akali, on Katarina and shit. It was good.
Okay, I delete Static Shift for sure, and DFG is coming back.
I think I would first start with replacing. I mean, I would bring back for Ridali, the Dark Night, how was it called actually? Night Harvester, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I would bring this item back. I like it a lot. And to delete, I don't know, to be honest, what is really OP right now. Maybe Thunder Sky, but it's not that broken, I don't know, to be honest. I don't know which item.
Oh, there was this funny item in jungle, I don't know, it was for stacking. The Ferra Flare, I think it was like 10 years ago or something in game. Maybe this I would bring back, I don't know.
I would delete Frozen Heart. It's the most dogshit item. I mean, it's OP, but when I play ADC, I cannot even feel how I'm kiting an enemy if they have Frozen Heart, because it slows my auto attacks and it's really cheap, a lot of armor, and just delete this item, please, ASAP. And bring back
Really like the Gore Drinker, that's actually gone right now. So that's one item I would like back, and I would actually remove Sundered Sky because I think it's an item that is overpicked right now, and I don't know, just it's so new, it feels so weird to me. I'm an old head. I don't like this item overall, so I think I would just switch them up, the Gore Drinker and Sundered Sky.
Oh, for sure I wouldn't bring back an item, but an old icon of Phantom Dancer or Last Whisper, because it was amazing.
Maybe the support Blood Song, I think it's really OP and it's not like, I think it shouldn't be support item because support shouldn't build like on hit and stuff, support shouldn't be ranged, so I think I would probably try to remove this item and bring back, I think I would bring back Deadfire Grasp because I remember I was playing LeBlanc and Arya a lot and it was really funny to play this, so yeah, for sure this item was really good back in the days.
The biggest mistakes that could be avoided in regular season, I think, us not throwing our lead or not starting the game from behind, because I think often, I'm not sure if it's because we disrespected the enemy, but we took some fights we shouldn't in the early game and it cost us like a lot of stuff in the early. So I think it's just this, yeah.
Or the second game, we leaving Nash. We could have left leave from one side and everyone would be alive and we would win probably, but we just split up and died. So
I think I will be able to answer that question maybe next year, when I see already how the two regular splits will go. But to be honest, I don't feel like we did any mistake, because I don't feel like losing against Anonymous twice is a mistake.
It's not even just about the regular season. I think there are mistakes just as a team, even in scrims, that we're saying that we're doing that have to be avoided, which is just, I think, being over aggressive on not one person but almost as a whole team. I think we see that from the Orbit Anonymous games, for example, but even in other games, sometimes when we are ahead, we don't push that lead cleanly enough, we make mistakes, we're too eager to do some things when sometimes we just need to take it slow. So I think this would be the mistakes.
I mean, for sure, like these mistakes that occurred in matches against Anonymous. So I think it was mainly about playing the objective setup, like on Drexon or Baron. And yeah, I think this is the most crucial. I think on lanes we are fine. And sometimes we just maybe want to take too much, we greed too much for sure. Like in the first match against Anonymous, I remember our bot lane like died for fun a bit. Like they walked into Zinzao and they saw him from kilometers. So yeah, I would say mainly this, mainly the objective setup was the worst mistake, and it should be kinda easy to improve on this. I mean, we improved on this right now, I think. So yeah, it should be easy.
I think we are trying to do too many things at the same time. Very often we have a lead, but yeah, we just want to extend the lead, or maybe we don't respect enough what enemies can do. And so yeah, we make mistakes, we are getting punished, we are dying, and then it makes the game a bit messy.
Maybe I wouldn't even say the game against Anonymous that we actually lost. Maybe the one previous, the cleanest one. Where we played Kalista Leon on bot lane, I think, were 0-7. Maybe this.
As a fan of LFL, I want to play against BDS. Also, my previous jungler from my previous team, Skewmoon, is playing there, and they're doing a really good job. So I'm looking at them a lot, even in scrims. They're doing a good job, so I want to play against them the most.
I'm really excited about EMEA Masters, because this is where we really want to compete and be the best. We want to be at our peak during this time and hopefully win it. So the team I want to face the most would be KOFTE, because it's my previous team. And yeah, it's revenge time, so yeah, I just want to stomp them. And the team I don't want to face, to be honest, none. I don't really care.
Like to play against BDS or not?
I mean, for me, EMEA Masters, it's always about the French teams, LFL. I think they are already strong, the top teams. And I don't have anyone that I want to really beat. I just want to win against anyone, and yeah.
I would like to play against probably KOFTE, because they're locked in already and they have the most fan base, and I was like playing against them a lot actually. I think I played like 15 games or 20 against them in my career. I think it's more like 15. And then I actually have good win rate against them. So yeah, I would look forward to do this. Also there are some friends of mine there, and like team that I wouldn't like to play. I think there's no like team like that. I mean, maybe like some team that we have like bad result against, but I would not say that I don't want to like meet them. I think I would like to meet them to actually like challenge myself and prove that we are better. So I don't think I have any team that I don't want to like face. Maybe I don't want to face like Ultraliga team. Oh, that's good, because I don't want to slay the brothers from my league.
I wouldn't like to play against BDS Academy because I think they are the toughest opponent right now. I think they are the best team for now. Maybe it will change, I don't know. But for sure, who I would like to play against is K-Corp. I don't know, I just feel, I think I would feel good after beating them.
I would like to play against TCL's like first place team. So I would say how we are against them, so because I played last year in TCL, and least I don't know, some TCL seat probably that we would beat. So they would be less in the seat. So we just don't meet and they go higher, I guess.
So the typical day during the bootcamp, it depends which day, whether we have meetings or not. But generally, we meet up as a team to eat breakfast at some point, maybe around 11. Then either we have meeting around 12 on some days we don't. And we basically scrim from 1. After the scrim, which usually lasts 5 to 6 hours, we have individual talks with the players, some conclusions about the day, making plan for the next day, and so on. So,
okay, my typical day. I wake up, breakfast, shower, sometimes shower before breakfast. Most of the time cold shower, but if the weather is cold, then I don't take cold shower because I would freeze to death. Then later, after those two things, I go solo queue, 1 or 2, depends when we start screaming. I play scrims, and after scrims depends. Sometimes I need to do some Polish lessons for high school exam. And sometimes I just play solo queue, sometimes I do solo queue into watching my own replays from scrim. Depends how the scrim went. And I don't know, it's like normal gaming life.
I wake up, I play scrims, some solo queue, some Counter-Strike, sleep and do this again.
I wake up at 9, shower, nice. Yeah, I shower. And then obviously like I go to the PC, watch some VODs of LCK, LPL, or like do some scouting, prepare some one-on-ones with the player. Then we have coach meeting with XANI at around 11. Then we eat together with the team at around 12. And then obviously it's practice time from around 1 to 7, I would say. Dinner, and after that I do some one-on-ones with the players. Sometimes I go to gym with them. And if I don't do that, then I'm again watching VODs.
Okay, so my typical day in the bootcamp, I wake up, I eat, I go gym, I go back home, I take shower, I go solo queue, I play some scrims, I play solo queue, I go sleep.
And repeat.
And repeat, yeah. Sometimes I stream as well.
So usually I wake up around 6:30 to 7, then I eat my breakfast, then I go to, if it's gym day, which is usually 6 times per week, then I go to gym with my coach XANI. He's my driving boy, driving daddy. And if he's not absent because he's slacking, he's not going to the gym, then I go with our, like, I don't know what's his role is called, but I go with Mata. It's, I guess, our like office friend, office driver, so I drive with him, and then after I finish the workout, then he takes me back, of course. And then usually when I come back to the house, then I of course shower myself, eat something, play some like 1 or 2 solo queue games. Maybe when I have more time, I do something for fun when I feel like. And then we have team breakfast, I guess. I mean, for me it's like third meal of the day, but yeah, for our team it's breakfast. And then we have like 1 hour or 2 hours before scrims, so then usually I just play solo queue or I talk with coaches or teammates, and then we play scrims, and then after scrims usually I play some solo queue games or I watch the games where I was really like not satisfied with myself, so I want to like deeply analyze what happened wrong. And yeah, then like 1 hour or 2 hours before like I go to sleep, I try to like not play too much. I just try to either watch or just do something for fun or something like useful. Like for example, I'm watching some stuff that happened in Poland, I don't know, government or something like science or something like this. So yeah, or I don't know, like Netflix movies. So yeah, usually I have a bit of time to rest in the days. Usually it's at the end of the day, and yeah, then I go to sleep around 11, and yeah, the loop continues every day by day.
I mean, I think I was happily surprised by the gaming house. I think we have kinda everything we would want. Like the room is good. Like the sound is also like, you know, isolated. Yeah, that's the word. The room is cool. The chef cooking for us is actually amazing. I don't think a lot of teams have that. So yeah, I really appreciate it.
I mean, the gaming house is absolutely like insane, really good. It's the best house that I've been in, or the best bootcamp place I've been in esports. So I think I'm really happy, and I think that everyone should be really happy with this. We're getting everything that we need. So I would rate it 10 out of 10.
I think it's pretty cool. Honestly, I think it's probably the best one I had. I mean, I would improve maybe more variety in terms of like food. And also right now I have solo room, but before I hadn't. So yeah, having solo room is of course really like cool. But yeah, living like, I mean, I don't spend much time in the room anyway, so usually, and also before I was going to border school and I was having like 8 people in one room, so I'm used to living in double room or something like this, so it wasn't really a big problem. But of course it's more cool to have like solo room, more privacy, privacy. And what else would I improve? Sometimes the bathroom is taken, I don't know. Maybe more bathrooms. And there is mud also, like when it's rainy, so, and my shoes are dirty, so yeah, maybe I'd improve this. Maybe I'd do like how do you call it, like brick? Yeah, like on the walking brick, you know. So there is no mud or something like this, no. I think that's the improvement. And also, yeah, the gym. I think the gym is fine, but of course it's a bit time wasting, the driving. But it's okay, it's not the end of the world. And yeah, I think other than that, it's fine.
I mean, overall, the gaming house, I'm really happy how it is. I'm really like, it's pretty nice to be honest. I think I like everything about the gaming house, and it's offering us a lot. Like we have private cook, we have good stuff. So yeah, I have nothing to complain about.
I mean, before I had like a huge office, you know, like a floor in the office, so a bit different. But I would say in terms of like living and life comfort and stuff, yeah, I would say it's the best. It's like 10 out of 10.
I mean, the gaming house is pretty good. Like you have everything, like rooms to chill, good gaming room, good food. I mean, whatever you ask, there is, so I really like it.
Okay, I would rate it probably 9.5 out of 10, solid. And 0.5 it's because it's not like 10 meters from my house in Łódź. But overall it's pretty great to live there in terms of like life-wise, you can live, and also good gaming. What is the word? Kurwa, how do you say? Like good gaming, you know, good PCs, good everything. I can game.
Okay, it depends. Right now, when we are at bootcamp, I don't really have you know, family or friends back home. here. That's what I usually like to do outside of scrim hours, is to go out with friends, to just chill, catch up. I really like hanging out with people. Right now it's mostly just going to the gym, working out or talking on phone to my friends. But obviously we talk a lot with the guys here as well, just chill together, talk about different things, talk about the game, things like that.
Watching YouTube. I'm in gym, but I just started, so not like a hobby or activity that much. Sometimes I watch anime, and not much else, I guess.
In my free time here, I usually play League or watch League or do school stuff, because I feel like I'm wasting time if I'm not doing something productive here. Or sometimes I just talk with my close friends or people from my life on phone. And at home, mostly in free time, I'm just chilling, going out and meeting with people.
I mean, of course, my everyday activity is gym, but besides that, I like to. Usually, I just watch something on YouTube. I also like with some other games, but usually they're like either, I don't know, single-player games, like survival games, or something like this, like indie games. Besides the games, I like to watch like science things on YouTube. Like usually there are some Polish channels, and also I watch things related to the gym, like nutritionist-wise, like healthy-wise. So yeah, I'm into that, and of course sometimes I watch like some Netflix movies, but I'm not a weep, so I'm sorry for that. And yes, that's it.
I mean, basically, when I don't go gym in the morning and I'm on rest day and I have a bad day, I go gym anyways. So it's kind of my, I don't know how to say, like maybe escape from reality, to just chill and reset my mind. And I don't do anything else, kind of, it's only this.
I don't know what's my max on bench press, but right now when I was doing like in my normal training, I did 85 kilo the most. And my favorite exercise? Maybe it's like probably squats, but I'm not sure. Yeah, probably it's squats, because they're like, I don't know, I like doing legs, which I think it's like really rare. Also lately, before I was doing like home gym, but now we are going like to the gym. I didn't do leg presses before, but right now I really like it, because I didn't have the equipment, because I was in home gym. So yeah, I really like leg press as well. It's kind of cool. A lot of weight, and I can pull it, so much strength.
So my favorite gym exercise is bench press, and I would say I can bench around 80-85 kilo.
Bench press is my favorite exercise, but since it has been like 5 or 6 years, I've stopped. For now, I only bench like, I don't know, 60 kilo for 10 reps, which is not that good.
I never benched, don't have favorite exercise.
How do you not have favorite?
I don't even know the names like fully. I just do it.
Squats?
Squat? I don't do squats. I mean, cardio is kinda fun. Walking, running, it's okay. It's fun. I play chess when I do that, because so it's fun.
I do dumbbell press, not bench press. I just started going back to the gym in terms of muscle training. My favorite thing to do actually is running. I'm even, for example, in the off season, I already plan to go to a race in Croatia. So I really like to go to gym even to run on the treadmill. But on the dumbbell press right now, I guess I'm doing 12.5 kilo each hand, if that makes any difference, but okay.
Rank 4 was my peak, I think. Like 2, I remember if it was, I think it was either 2 years ago. Oh wait, it was either 2021 or last year on spring. I just don't remember. Because on one season I hit rank 5 and on the other rank 4, but I don't remember. I think 3 years ago on rank 4, yeah.
I think my peak rank was actually rank 4, like 4 years ago maybe. Yeah, I think so.
It was like last season, it was 1.5k LP, and it was around, I think, rank 6 or 7 at that time. It was at the second half of the year. And yeah, that's it.
Peak rank? 8 or 6, something like that probably.
I don't know what was my peak rank, probably around 1k. I was always dog shit on solo queue. I think most of the good players don't even know me because I never meet them on solo queue because I'm so low. But I hate solo queue. Who likes to play solo queue?
I mean, I think the team chemistry is really good. We have no problem in that aspect. Everyone is good with each other, hanging out, going to gym together sometimes, spending time outside of scrims together. So I think it's really good.
And yeah, for sure the chemistry improved. I think especially on bot lane as a duo, we really improved because yeah, at first we have two great individuals, one kind of rookie with Harpoon and ERDOTE who has a lot of experience. And I think now they are really synced. When they can play a lot of different stuff, which is really important for best of 5. So on this aspect, I think we improved a lot. I think also then connecting bot lane with jungle is actually really important in this meta, and that's something we have improved a lot. So yeah, I would say especially this, and the bootcamp I think is always good to just have more interactions between people, obviously, and seeing their reaction. Like, it's easier to say sometimes the bad things to a player. We can receive criticism way easier.
Favorite champion? I don't know, it kinda depends on meta. Sometimes it's Kai'Sa and sometimes it's Aphelios. Oh, but recently Aatrox on overall top lane. Yeah, this champion is completely busted. Or Talia on mid. Or Ahri. Also I like to play the Blanca and Akali.
Favorite champion, of course, Nidalee.
Karma or Senna, I think. One of them. Depends on the day.
Yona.
Probably Jace, Gangplank or Rumble, but if I would have to choose one, probably Jace.
ADHD, for sure. Because yeah, like a lot of the things we talk about in reviews and you know the systems we have and stuff, like everyone knows them and we are capable of doing them and applying them in game. We just sometimes don't think about those and like forget and just rush into enemies to kill them.
I think the biggest obstacle is the fact that I think it's just in general the discipline inside of the game for the players. We are doing our best to input some structures, things like this, but still we can see that there are some mistakes happening where it just comes down to not being disciplined, going outside of the plan, going for plays that just shouldn't happen. And just in general, I think when we have to just be patient, when nothing should happen in the game, we always want to make something happen. So I think just strategically the biggest obstacle.
I would say Faker, because I mean obviously most players will say him, but I just like that he's always on top and no matter what happens. Like, I remember he had so many rough times in the season and he still manages to come back on top, so I think he's just like nice to see and really motivating person.
Maybe Ignar, when it was like Misfits Ignar times, like 2017 or 2016 it was, I don't remember. I think it was when Ignar played in Misfits. And I think it was the player I was very big fan of.
Rookie. The GOAT.
I mean, right now it's mainly, I don't have like idol, like from like years that I look up to, but right now I just look at the best top players, and for me right now it happens to be Zeus, so I look for Zeus for T1. Once actually I played against him in Champions Cup and I solo killed him. So I think for now I'm better than him. So I think he needs to look up to me and be that good as I am. And then I can look for maybe some better top laners.
For sure I will play support, because whenever I play solo queue, my supports for some reason are allergic to me. And they like to play on the opposite side of me without jungle, so I would like to be a support, yeah.
To AD carry, I think. Or to jungle, maybe to jungle. Because I actually main jungle before support. I roll top to support from jungle.
Probably mid lane, because it's the most similar to top lane, and you also like use, I mean, you play lane 1v1, but also the jungler and support is more often on the mid lane than on top lane. So yeah, it's 1v1 lane still, but of course there is more things happening there. And also I really like the champions that are getting played on mid lane, because it's either like control mages, which for me are really fun, or also because I'm top laner, I can play some top lane champions that are not that popular, but I think they're very strong if they're in good hands. So yeah, probably mid lane is the most fun.
I don't know, all other lanes are so boring. Top lane maybe, because you fight the most I think, so it's kind of fun.
That was crazy play actually by me. It was spring split last year and we were like 3-9 in regular split, then we somehow made it to playoffs. And our first series was derby against Spandau and everyone was like, okay, Spandau 3-0 easy for them. And I was playing at big at that time. And first game we were like losing, slowly bleeding out. My mid laner, minute 30, I'm playing Zeri, my mid laner is tipping on mid into 5 people, instantly dies. Then my jungler or top laner goes Nashor because they did Nashor, starts a fight, then he dies and we are like 3v5. And then I'm like space gliding on Zeri doing basically 1v5, killing enemy team, then doing quadra, then another quadra. And solo one game. And then later they just crumbled because that was impossible to lose the game and I carried it alone. And second game I was doing like solo dives, third game I was like killing everyone and we won 3-0 against opponents that should beat us up really easily. Only because of me, because I carried first game. Mental edge, you know?
I don't know, the game I remember the most is just we winning against Galatasaray when I was in Dark Passage. And I played good Yone game. I don't know if that was my best game or something, but yeah, it was the most memorable at least.
I'm thinking right now about first thing that came to my head. It was in EMEA Masters when I was playing with Game Mode. We were playing quarterfinals against X7 JC, and I remember it was I think third game. I was playing Aatrox, and there was like some team fight around Drake, and I think it was team fight 5v5. But my team, like most of my team died, and then I left like 1v3 as Aatrox and I killed all of them. But it was really clutch because like normally if you watch it, then probably you would expect that I would die like before the 2 people are dead. So probably this was like the most insane, but I'm not so sure. Actually there was also some outplays last year when I was playing Fera against K-Corp and I was on bot lane on the swap 1v2 and I killed enemy, it was support 1v2 and then they tried to dive me as 4 and I escaped it, so maybe this also was fun. So yeah, it's hard to choose because I do like every good play every game, so yeah, but probably this too.
My best play in my whole career was during last year on EMEA Masters in the finals, actually against ERDOTE with Wukong. And I just did like a game-winning play with Zvairo, Orianna Wukong combo, and we just killed them and we finished the game.
We took it even harder, and especially the players, I think they finally, you know, kind of woke up and they realized, okay, we actually won't be the first place in regular season. So I think they took it a bit harder. There were some arguments between themselves, but I think overall we used it as a fuel and way to learn. So, yeah.
I mean, I think everyone is dealing with it differently. For me, the first one, it was easy to deal with because even though I didn't want to lose, at the same time, it's good because yeah, it's a wake-up call. So you take it as a learning experience and you go back to training and you know that you have things to work on. They got punished and it makes it easier for players because yeah, they lost. So obviously they know they did something wrong. It's not only you did wrong, but we won. So it's easy to just forget about it. But the second time was hard because we really wanted to win. We actually really put the effort to win it. And we should have won it because we were ahead. So yeah, this one was a bit rough and yeah, I had to breathe and calm down and you know, the next day was better.
ARAMs, so useless. I don't know why would anyone play this. If you want to, because it's not chill, if you want to chill, go out and touch some grass. Or I don't know, watch YouTube, order some pizza, you know. And if you don't want to chill, then it's better to play solo queue or at least try to play competitive instead of ARAMs. Unless you play tournament, like ARAMs tournament, then it's only acceptable. And the worst, okay, I won't say.
No, say it.
No.
No, say it.
No.
Now you have to.
No. Because it will be shots fired into other players, you know.
I think ARAMs are good for a lot of relaxation, But also for practice, I wouldn't say it's that bad because sometimes you get to like know better the cooldowns of the champions, and sometimes maybe you can play some champion that you didn't play much, and you know how it works like better, so you have better understanding how it works in team fights. So I think it's good, of course, way of practice. I would never say that it's a waste of time. I respect ARAM players.
Actually, before I didn't enjoy ARAM that much, but recently I started playing some ARAMs, and I mean, of course, after the day when I'm like just chilling. But overall, I think solo queue is for sure way more useful. But I think ARAM is pretty nice to chill, test mechanics, and learn some champions maybe. So it can be useful, I would say, yeah.
Bro, absolutely goated. ARAMs are crazy. But you are not chilling on ARAMs, you are tryharding there. Like world champions, you know? Desha was playing ARAMs, I was playing ARAMs as well, and I remember I was playing one tournament, and my only preparation was playing 75 ARAMs before this, and my performance was very good on that tournament. I think ARAMs are goated.
I mean, for me, waste of time, I think. I don't enjoy it that much, but if you wanna have fun and chill, and you have fun playing ARAM, so just play it.
No, there is no such thing as that. Maybe in my first team when I was speaking English, maybe on reviews there was some problem, but right now I'm a native, so there's no problem with this.
No, I think if there is an issue, it's not coming from communication, but rather than brain or something.
No, I think it would be a bigger problem if you actually spoke Polish. Because then you would use too many words and you would be like, what the fuck is happening? And you would think about actually talking then. I mean, it doesn't work like that, but you would still use more words because you know more words. And I think it's easier in English for sure. The only problem sometimes I have actually is that my brain is lagging and I start the sentence and I don't end it. I don't know why. Maybe someone realized that in game.
I think we don't have this problem. I think everyone speaks really good English and we understand really good each other, so we don't have this issue, yeah. Yeah, Polska górą.
That never happened. I understand fully, and it's easy to communicate because you don't use so complex things, and everyone's English is kind of good, so it's not a problem.
I would say probably Prime. Like twice we played against Prime, he was... I mean, it was mostly game specific, but he was putting a lot of pressure on me in fights. I felt like I couldn't do much. But it was also already a bit doomed games and I was playing Varus, so it's pretty easy for the player to abuse Varus.
So I think the toughest opponent is Royson because he's playing like scaling mages, and if he can get to late game, he can just like play from range and be annoying.
Maestro Royson, of course.
I don't know. I don't have anyone like that.
Like probably on lane it was Ariana because he's working me twice, so it's fair to say him. But like other than him, probably someone from Orbit Anonyma. I think probably the best player from them is either Royson because he plays really safe, and it's like really annoying to play against him because he's always really safe, really far, damaging you from kilometer. Or then Ramin, I think he has like some flashy moment and he likes to like outplay. Like sometimes he goes for just outplays and you need to skill check him. So yeah, probably these two, I mean 3 players are like the toughest opponents, I would say, for me.
I mean, my role model for League of Legends coaching is and always was Mac. Right now he's the head coach for Vitality. He was actually my coach when I was playing in Origin, and basically is the reason that I wanted to get into coaching in the first place. I thought he was doing a really good job, and for me it was the first coach that actually helped us as a team, and I saw the value of a good coach. And outside of League of Legends, I like to watch NBA. So I think for me, Greg Popovich is a really big role model, a guy that's been a coach that's been in the industry for 30 years almost, and he's won everything that could with different players, but always been on the same team. And so to me, outside of League of Legends, it would be Greg Popovich.
I don't think I have any of those. The main reason being in sport we don't really know what coaches are doing. So then it would have to be outside of esports. But since I'm so in League of Legends, I don't really read books even or like have any interest on football coach or anything like that. But if I had to choose, I would say Pad from Vitality because he did some talks which are public about many subjects, and I think he's an inspiration.
I mean, I think overall in my career, my coaches were always helping me to become better, and I think it's always pushing me to become a better version of myself, not only as a player but as a person. And in some teams I had personal trainers that were always pushing me. And before, like, I don't know, like 2-3 years ago, I didn't even gym at all, or I didn't do any activities because I just hated doing it. But right now I just can't imagine myself like not doing it because it just makes my mind so relaxed and so chill.
Just watching a lot of replays of professional players and just playing a lot of solo queue. So just learning day by day, and I think that's it. It's the main one. But also I had right people around MELONIK, so they helped me a lot as well. I think this gives you a lot, you know, if you have right people around you. I think if I were maybe a bit less lucky with that, then would be much worse.
I mean, I was just watching pro players like videos and just playing. And I was thinking how to improve myself when watching videos, and it happened. I mean, I really like watching like Chovy and Rookie, if I can find the what.
Not so sure, but probably I think the most productive way was just watching how other pros are playing, and probably just from watching them I got like some good habits from only just watching and then trying to like implement this to the game. So probably this, I guess. I mean, of course, like working hard, playing so much games too, but I think watching streams were probably most productive.
Okay, for EMEA Master changes, I think it's good for us in Ultraliga. It's also good for other lower tier ERLs. I'm not sure if it's the best for the overall quality of the EMEA Masters itself, at least the fact that every winner from every league gets a direct spot, because there's a lot of good teams in LFL, in Superliga, in Prime League that won't get the chance because they'll be second or third seed. But for us it's a good change. Also the playoff format, I really like the fact that there will be a double elimination, and the fact that being first in the group means even more. So I think part of the changes are good, part of the changes are not the best.
The first like 2 weeks only is a bit disappointing. I think it will be a rush for us as a coach, especially because I don't think we will sleep a lot to prepare matches. And I think it should be the most important competition for ERL team, and it lasting only 2 weeks is, yeah, like that should be way more, like it should be a month, I think. And regarding summer, I think overall the level of competition will decrease. I think obviously for us it's good because we come from Ultraliga, so we are expected to finish first, be champion, and then access to the main stage instantly. But yeah, I think overall for the level of competition it's worse, so I don't like it.
I wouldn't say that the game is getting harder. I think the only thing that is getting harder is the new champions, because their passive is like two books. Like when you look at NAS's passive, it says that he just gets lifesteal, and then you look at Smolder passive and it's like 2 books of encyclopedia. But yeah, I think I wouldn't say that the like game level is getting harder, because like there's a lot of things that Riot is just simplifying. Like usually they are removing some mechanics, like for example Cassante, he could W instantly, he could ultimate, I mean not ultimate but E really fast, but right now they removed his W, that he needs to channel really slowly. It was also like, for example, when I also think right now it's when there was Silas, he could do many things, like you could, for example, when you eat, you could Q in the meantime when you were flying, or there was Akali when you were also coming from E, you could ulti or Q, and it was really annoying. It was really like hard to play against, and they're mostly like removing these mechanics, and also they are simplifying like some stuff like items right now and stuff. So I wouldn't say that generally it's getting harder the game. It just, I think the players are getting a bit better. Like from year to year, it's, I think, like for example the silvers from 10 years ago were much worse right now than the silvers right now. And yeah, but I think generally only the champions, the new champions, sometimes they get complicated, but there are also some new champions that are kinda like easy to understand. Like, I don't know, like for example Set, it's not, I mean it's not that new champ, but it's really simple, and I don't know, from the previous champions, I don't know, Naafiri, I don't think it's complicated as well, so yeah, it just depends what developer is creating the champion, I guess. Like, I don't know, the Viego developer, for example, he had some good push when he was developing it for sure, but yeah, it just depends on the, I don't know, Riot mood, I guess.
I mean, I think it's harder mechanic-wise, yeah, the new champions, but at the same time, I think they're all really broken, as we can see. So it's like if you learn the champion and you can play it good, you can make a big difference.
Not really. I would say not really. It's the same, about just adaptation. If you are willing to adapt, then it doesn't matter. I think if you will adapt to everything at some point, I guess. I don't know.
I think in terms of my performance it's fine, because it's harder in terms of like adapting and being adaptive, that's how I say it? Okay. So for sure maybe the level at the beginning is a bit lower, because you still have those players that cannot really adapt that much and only can play one style. But longer like the esports goes, then actually the level is way bigger, because players can adapt.
I mean, when there is a new champ that is OP, it kind of complicates the game, so, because I mean you don't know what he does, so it's hard to play around it, and it's just it just is. You just don't do anything. Try to adapt. When there is less champions, you need to know less things, so it's harder.